I needed some time to think. I didn't have the right words to say, but first thing first, I want to thank everybody that came out to watch the pre-show, to come together, and as well as buying the tickets to watch the premiere. It means a lot to me that you guys support me. And I'm very careful on what I'm going to say next and how I choose my words. And I've been thinking about it for a very long time on my next steps and what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do certain things moving forward. And I think that now is the perfect time for me to step away from filmmaking. I know many of you have heard this before. I've done this song and dance so many times, right? Oh, I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna take a break. Da, da, da. But I think, I've exhausted my limit on how much abuse I can take from people. And, this is something that I need to do because I have a vision in my mind. I have a goal. I have something that I want to reach. And right now, it doesn't seem attainable because of the area that I'm in, the people that I'm surrounded by. I've said it many times to myself. I've said it on private podcasts. I've said it. So what I'm gonna say is nothing really new, but I don't have many friends and I don't have support. And a part of me doesn't really care about not having friends or the support, but the other side does. And the reason why is because I know that I'm talented. I know that I have skills. I know that what I can accomplish is amazing. You know, but the people around you who don't see the vision, who don't embrace you, can be very depressing and it can be very disheartening that you don't want to really show who you are or do anything because they're not receptive of your talents and what you can do. It's really fucked up, you know, that you put your heart and your soul into something and people do not give a fuck. You know, people don't really give a damn. Even making this video, right? People are not gonna really even care. They're gonna be like, oh, okay. Well, alright. Alright. So, I'm not doing this for them. I'm not doing this even for me. I'm just doing this because I think it's time for me to put it out there so everybody can be aware and understand, you know. I don't like to compare myself to other people because there's nothing really to compare. I'm totally different. My mind, my talents, everything that I do is different. But I was hoping for some fan, somebody to come out and say, damn, your work really touched me. Your work is, I enjoy your stories. I am a fan. I really like what you're doing. And, I hope you keep it up. A stranger, right? I don't want it to be from somebody that I know. Because people that you know can say nice things. They can say things just to make you feel better because they want to, you know, not hurt your feelings. But if a stranger in the internet I didn't know from a can of paint just DM'd me one day and said, yo, Joshua, your stories are fucking immaculate, bro. Like, what you managed to do, I feel drawn to your content and I like it so much. And please don't stop or please don't. You know what I'm saying? If one stranger did that to me, then I would be like, okay, what I'm doing is for you. You know, everything that I'm putting out is for you. You know, and there's many reasons why I decided to make a Patreon. One was because I wanted to limit the clutter, the white noise. I wanted to limit people that didn't really fuck with me to those who fucked with me. And it's been out for 8 months now, and I have not had a single person subscribe or join the Patreon at all. Now, of course, I know that these things take time, but it's just like, damn, nobody wants to invest in me. Now, of course, it could be all the people that I'm surrounded by are fucking broke, but not one stranger like what I'm doing and says, hey, you know what, I kind of want to see more. I want to follow with this person's journey. I mean, I've been doing this for a while, so I'm not a new filmmaker. This is my second year, my third year. This is like my seventh or eighth year doing this shit. So I'm about to step into a decade of going full force into making films. And it's just like, what am I doing? Now, I don't really like to get into my personal life, but I am hitting a slump where funds are gonna have to be allocated to the right shit. So I did the calculations in the last 4 or 5 years since getting a camera. Moving forward to this, I've spent way over $20,000 in equipment, which could have been put to good use for a car. A nice, decent car could have been brought if I didn't invest in that. If I saved, I could have had that. Something decent enough to take me even farther than it really need to be. And so, again, like I said, I think it's time for me to step away and focus on things that need to happen in my life. Because right now, it doesn't seem as if it's moving in a direction of positivity. Yeah, sure, I got awards and this, that, and the third, but it should have been blowing up way faster and way better than where it is right now. If everything that I've done on paper, it ain't looking like how it's supposed to be looking. So either I'm doing something wrong, the trajectory or the reality of how this shit is supposed to work is wrong, or the location and the people that I'm fucking with don't really truly fuck with me, and I'm making a huge mistake that I need to reevaluate myself. I need to re-strategize what I'm doing. Because apparently, life ain't life, and and the math ain't mathing. Something gotta go, something gotta give, something gotta get readjusted in my life because it ain't making no damn sense. And like I said, I don't like to compare myself to other people, but there's other people on the internet that aren't as talented, aren't as gifted in the art of storytelling, that have way more support and views than me. So what the fuck am I doing? Where am I at? So something is up. So there has to be some type of marketing strategy, or people just fuck with the nonsense because there's quality. I am at the highest quality in terms of low budget, non budget when it comes to films, and in terms of what it looks like and what it's supposed to be. No one's doing what I'm doing. People can't do what I can do. So yes, it is depressing. It is discerning. It is sad. And it's fucked up. And so, again, like I said, I'm stepping away. For how long? That is to be determined until life is starting to move up. Now, let me clarify. I'm stepping away from showing and promoting and trying to get people to fuck with me. So I'm not stepping away from my talent. I'm not stepping away from me creating. I'm stepping away from trying to convince people that I'm the best thing since sliced bread. Because apparently they don't give a fuck. So they're going to see my content. They're going to see me moving up to where I need to be, but you're not going to be included in the journey. So I'm going to continue to make my stuff, but it's just going to be private. I'm going to keep my gold to myself because for the last couple of years, I tried to share my wealth, share my knowledge, share my gold with other people, and y'all said my money isn't good here. Y'all said, I don't want your gold. It doesn't look right. The texture, how it looks, everything. Don't even know the value. Don't even know how much it's worth because you're looking at it from a whole different perspective. And when the time comes where it's really needed, you're gonna look back and say, damn, I really should have been fucking with this nigga since day one. Yeah, you should have been. Damn, his content or his stories were needed. Oh, oh damn, like I really like that story. Oh, oh, I seen his earlier work. Now that he is at this level, damn, like I should have been rocking with him since then. Because now all the fake people, all the people who didn't support me, all the people who didn't fuck with me before, are gonna fuck with me later. Or maybe not. Maybe they just don't care. And no matter what I do, they're not going to support. So I feel like there's a lot of clutter, and I did some spring cleaning 2 years ago. Had to reevaluate. I had to reevaluate myself. I had to do all that stuff again. But I think now is the time to do another spring cleaning, another time to reevaluate, another, you know, getting out of the funk and just, finding the right people that really need to be in it. Because I know it's always the, you know, quality over quantity, but the quantity is what seems like it matters, right? Quality is always imperative. Quality is always valued, but quantity is something that we always think is more important, right? How many followers you got, how much money you got, how many views, people think about quantity over the quality. Because quantity is wealth. Quantity is valued. Oh, you got $1,000. Oh, $1,000 is nothing compared to 100 billion. Doesn't matter if, let's say, 90 million is dirty money, right? But, that rest of that, 10 million is clean. So because you have clean $10 million and that 90 million is dirty, we think about, oh, because of that together, you got $100 million. But out of that 100 million, you had to do some fuck shit to get there. You had to scheme. You had to be shisty. You had to do some things that you regret. But because of the overall picture, we look at it. Oh, this guy got $100 million. Oh, he must be rich. Oh, you got 16.5K followers on Instagram. But out of that 16.5K, how many are real? How many of them are really fucking with you? And I've said this before. There was a girl in my city that got internet fame, right? And she had a pop-up shop. This was like 2 years ago. And of course, maybe all 1600K wasn't going to come out, or how many followers she had at that time, right? But I popped up just because I wanted to, meet her in person, because I've been seeing her since high school. So didn't have a huge turnout. Maybe like 50 people came through. So you got 16.5K followers, right? Only 50 people showed up. So only your immediate family and friends that you really rock with you showed up. So numbers don't mean shit on paper. And in reality. Well, I'll say on paper, oh my god, 16.5K. But in reality, how many of that is really showing up? How many of them are really fucking with you, right? So I'm not looking for that amount of numbers, right? I'm looking for the 50 people that really really rocking with me. And so that's why I said in the beginning, thank you to those who really bought a ticket to watch the premiere of Come Together and showed up for the pre-show. Because everyone else is full of shit. You know what I'm saying? The cast and the crew. I thank y'all for being a part of my project, but y'all full of shit. You know? And the reason why y'all full of shit is because you had an opportunity of a lifetime. Especially those that are acting for the first time. This is your first production, your first thing that you're in. One of the biggest strifes, one of the biggest issues that I have when I'm having projects out and people are a part of it is that they don't share it. They don't promote it. They expect you, the creator, to push out the content for them. They expect you to be the one that is fully invested in it, and you're part of it. Your face is on it. You know. You got actors that are the lead in the fucking project, and they don't even check it out. They don't even support it. They don't even try to put their friends and the people on it, because there's this notion for some odd reason that I don't know why people believe that you gotta pay the people that are a part of it to promote the shit. No, you're in it. You know, when you're doing your school plays in middle school and high school, are they paying you money for you to bring out your family and your friends? No. You're saying, hey, I got a concert, bring your ass here. Yeah, of course, maybe, they might tell you, okay, you gotta tell people to buy tickets or whatever. But for the most part, they're not paying you. It's not part of your grade. You're not getting extra credit on how many people you bring to watch you in a fucking piano or recital or ballet or the school play where you're playing a tree. No, if people fuck with you, they're gonna come through and watch you and see what you're doing. So it's the same concept here. You get a chance to be a part of something great, and you're negligent, and you're not trying to help push this out. You know, I'm totally grateful that the trailer for Come Together got 2K views. This is probably the most views I'm ever going to get at this stage in my life right now. So I'm thankful for that. So thank you for everyone who shared, everyone who reposted, yada, yada, yada. But if I didn't tell people, hey, if you're part of the shit, share, it probably would have stayed at like maybe 100, 200. Even that. So, not that I had to put the fear of God in people, but I had to say something like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all just looking at the story, y'all, and you see me posting. Why are you not posting? And what really appalled me was that now one person said, hey, any chance I can get the trailer so I can share it on my page so I can upload it? Nobody's emailed me, no one called me, no one texted me, no one DM'd me and said, hey, can I get that clip that you posted on your page so I can post it on my page? No. They don't care about the overall trailer. They don't care about the overall project. But they care about their footage though. I had one actress, and I sent out an email, hey everybody, the premiere is in 3 weeks, check out my page, get people invested, blah blah blah. She didn't even say congratulations. She didn't say thank you. She said, "Oh, I would like to get my footage, by the way, if it's possible. Thank you." I'm like, bitch, like, are you gonna come through to watch the premiere? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna come through. Yeah, it's virtual, right? But I was also saying that, can I get my footage? I said, okay, cool, but right now I'm focused on the premiere. I said nothing about footage. I said nothing about clips in that email. So why are you jumping the gun to try and get your stuff placed? You don't give a fuck about me. You don't care about the project. You cared about the scenes that you did, and you want to get that to move on with your life and your career. So you got some people who are just so selfish in their ways and in themselves that don't care about what you got to do, what has to happen, and only for what they can do for themselves. Because it's like, I shouldn't even be surprised because this actor left me high and dry when shit was hitting the fan, and they left to pursue whatever they had to do. Right? I talked about it in the pre-show that because one actor fucked up and decided to bail on me, and the project had to suffer, and things started to fall apart at the last minute. She was like, okay, this is a hot train. This is a hot mess. This is looking like it's going to crash. Let me exit before I take the damage. And I get it, you know? But she was also a filmmaker too. She had her own project. She got, whatever she did. And so she had no empathy of seeing, damn, this thing is like, how can I help, or how can I, make it a little bit easier on you to make sure that we can get our scenes done and wrap this project up and, kind of call it a day. She thought about herself, left, and I had to reboot the whole shit to make it work. So my determination is what saved the project. Shouldn't say, oh, maybe I can try and see if I can, get a little bit of contacts or friends or producers or whatever. Did nothing of that. Just was here to do her job. It was like, oh, this ain't working out. Okay, I'm gonna go somewhere else. And I get it, that's the business. So everything that I'm saying, I'm not complaining because this is the reality, and this is kind of what I signed up for. So I already know kind of what it is and how it has to go down. But it's just damn like shit. Like people don't hide their hand at all. They're just straight to the punch, straight for the fucking gizzard, straight for the juggler. They're just like they don't give a fuck about you. They're just like they just gonna show it to you full up. I'm never gonna say an actor's name. I'm never gonna say who they are. I'm not gonna post. I'm not gonna add them because this is not the place for it, and it's not the purpose. And I'm not here to defame anyone's brand at all. But what I am gonna tell you is the fucking truth on how selfish and how nasty these people can be. And so everything is a general term for the most part. Because I'm pretty sure there's another person out there like her. And there's probably another person out there like me. So behaviors, attitudes, and things are not really unique. You're going to meet somebody in your life that's going to exhibit the same amount of thing. Because human nature and human behavior is not too different. Somebody is going to mimic that pattern. That same shit that you see or that same personality is going to be found in many people around the world. So that's why it's good to just be general about things, because it can apply to you or can't. So if you haven't done me wrong, you haven't been a fuck nigga or fuck bitch or whatever, then I'm not talking about you. This doesn't apply to you, but it applies to the people that have done me wrong though, because you know what you did, and you know that you were wrong for it. So now that I'm speaking up about it and letting you know what it is, you can't be surprised. You can't be surprised at all. But I am surprised because actually no, I'm not surprised. I'm curious because I really want to know how far you think you're gonna go with the fuck shit. Because I'm the first line of defense by calling you out on it, by making this video to let you know that this is probably the last time you're gonna try this shit ever again in your life. Because where you wanna go, if you think that I'm hard, if you think that I'm unbearable, if you think that I'm getting on your nerves and I'm the struggle and I'm so toxic, oh I cannot wait for you to get the Hollywood boo boo. I can't wait. Child, I can't wait until you get cast for a Netflix project and you pull that same bullshit. You probably won't make it into the end of the day. Or maybe you think, oh, because now it's a Netflix project, I gotta be on my best behavior. Now I gotta show that I really, that I'm worth it and I can do this, but it's too late. Because you built up a habit. You didn't show your good hand at first. You showed your nasty self and you showed your nasty hand. So you thought that this was going to be the time where I can tighten up, right? I'm going to dust myself off and I'm going to try to do this. When you, from the jump, didn't have it in you to be a good person. So that's wild. People speeding, people doing dumb shit. But back to the point. You thought that you could change it up, spice yourself up, put on, you know, perfume when you're musty, and now you got, now you're mixing your pheromones and your scent with funk and gunk with something sweet when internally and all that it's a hot mess. Or maybe you thought just because, oh, this is a no, budget thing, low budget, non-paid, oh, I don't gotta give him 100%. I'm gonna give him 50. I'm gonna give him 60. What you didn't know is even though I'm not where I'm at right now, I still got connections. I still know people. I can tell you for a fact that some people who look at my stuff and say, "Oh, that actor, oh, they good. How are they? How are they on set? How are they after set? How how's their attitude? All these things." And I'm not here to defame anyone's brand, but I told them the truth. Say, "Hey, listen, so and so was great, but beware though. When you need to get in contact with them, they're gonna decline your phone calls, or you're gonna have to email them 6 times for them just to give you one reply." Or, oh, they're good, but they're diva on set. They're gonna complain about how long you have them on set when you give them a call time for an hour and a half before to get to their scenes. So I'm honest. I say, listen, this person's talented, but watch out for this. Watch out for that. As I should. I should warn my people about you. Because what you did to me was grimy. So I'll be damned if I'm going to allow you to repeat that same behavior to someone else. This industry is very small, man. This industry is a very tight-knit group of people. It's all about who you know. So, I know a lot of people. I've met a lot of people in my career of doing gigs, celebrity stars, all these things. Now we may not be tight like that, but if they message me say, "Hey, oh, I like that, that actor that oh, how is she?" Well, that's exactly how it was gonna go. Well, beware, keep in mind. It's just sad. Every project that I do, I mean, there's always something to worry about. There's always something to talk about. There's something that goes wrong, and so you try to fix it, and you try to do it. But this one was just like, wow, like, you know, out of the email of the cast and crew that I emailed for them to support it, you're not gonna get a lot of people coming out to watch your stuff. So that's a given, right? But it's just the fact that you have individuals that, like I said earlier, this is their first thing. This is their first project. This is something that that they want. So I don't know what they're respecting. Like I don't know if people just are lazy and they don't want to share, or they don't want to promote, or they looked at the footage and saw themselves and they hated it and they don't want to put it out, or as someone was said, they didn't want to think that they're okay with the quality of work of what they can get and what they can do. But if you walk on set, all right, and you see what the fuck we're working with, I'm not gonna tell you to lower your expectations, but lower your expectations, lower your thoughts on what you think this shit is gonna be. You're not walking onto fucking Disney. You're not walking on Amazon Prime, Hulu, HBO, Showtime, Peacock, Netflix. You're walking on to a low budget, non budget set where you're gonna see a crew of maybe 5 if you're lucky. We're gonna see people wearing different hats and doing different things, and that's not a bad thing. But don't expect A24 quality when you don't see no one rapping A24. Like, don't expect this shit to look like something else when you know that's not what you're into. And that's not a bad thing, but be aware that what you're expecting isn't what's going to happen. When you see the finished product and you don't like how you look, that's not my problem. That's a you thing. I know as an artist sometimes we're very critical on our performances and this, but it's not about you. When you step onto a film set, everything about you goes out the door, and you gotta think about us. You gotta think about other people, right? Because if you show up late to be on set, it affects us all because we're waiting for you. We can't start until your ass get there. If you don't show up, you fucked us over. You screwed the whole project up. Because now we gotta readjust and recalculate for your ass not being there. But I'm sending out an email, and I need to get everyone's availability, and you decide that you want to respond a day and a half late, it fucks me up. Because now it was waiting for me to give them an answer, but I can't until I get a response from you. So when I'm calling you and I'm texting you, it's not that I'm annoyed, it's that you need to be on it. Because the pressure is on me to get an answer for everyone so they can readjust their schedule. Because there's times where I want to get a date for something, and because you took too long, that person's schedule got filled because they needed an answer right away. So you got to do your job, and you have to have your due diligence so everybody can get what they want and what they need. So this is a group effort. Cast and the crew, you guys are all a part of this project. This is your project too, because you're in it. You put your time and your energy into it. So you should be promoting. You should be trying to get butts in them seats. People invested. I didn't give a fuck about the money. I didn't care about putting a ticket price on the premiere. That was just to let me know who the fuck really wanted to come in and watch this damn project. If you bought a ticket, it means that you want to see it, or you just wanted to support, which is fine. But you bought a ticket because you're invested and you want to see what it is. You want to see the finished project. You want to invest in it. You want to come through and you want to see the vision. So again, it is sad. It is sad when you had an expectation in your mind on what it should have been, and the end result was totally different because of individuals that don't have the same care and same vision as you mess it up. And so, like I said, I just decided that I'm going to just step away from trying to convince people that what I have is worth it. Because I see it. So if you don't see it, then it's your lost. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't convince you. There's no money in the world of, me spending in terms of promotion and whatever. If you're not gonna click on the link to buy a ticket to watch it, then you're not gonna watch it at all. Whether it's money involved or it's free, you just don't give a fuck about what I have out. So I'm just gonna not try to show it to you. You know, like, I kid you not, this is a true life experience, right? I had a coworker from work, and I posted in my story about, oh, you want to see the trailer? You want to drop it? And this bitch was like, no. Oh, I quickly unfollowed and blocked her. I was just like, now I don't know if she was being funny or she's being cute because, I had like the yes or no question, but she was the only one that said no. Like, like this is a fucking like laughing matter. Like, why would you click no? Unless A, you really don't want to see it, or B, you want to be funny and cute because the option was there. Like, this ain't the time to be cute. Like, I just want to know. So, if you don't want to see it, you don't have to vote. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the audacity of people that sometimes just want to be, you know, fucking cute and funny when this isn't a cute and laughing matter. This is real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know what. Obviously, whether or not people say yes or no, I was gonna post it, but you know what I'm saying. But it's just like, yo, like, bitch, hoe, slut, the fuck you doing? The nonsense. Uh, the audacity of people. Like, come on now. I, I I tell you, man, people have no shame. Niggas have no shame at all. Motherfuckers have no heart, no care in the world. They gonna do what they want to do. And and that's probably it. Probably dealing with, fuck boys, bitches, hoes, niggas. No people of quality. If you looked at my story and you're a part of the crew, and you didn't share it, you a nigga. You a hoe, you a bitch, you a slut. Simple as that. Because you'll support somebody you totally don't even know, who don't even know that you exist, but you got somebody that you shared time with, and you decided to not support it. Hey, maybe you walked on set and you had a bad time. I get it. If that's the case, if you were on set with me, you had a bad time, you said, damn, like, I never want to see this guy again, I never want to work with him again, then that's fine. Then your lack of support is justified. But then again, it's not, because you could have blocked me. Because if you blocked me, it would have automatically removed me from your timeline. When you block somebody, you don't see their stuff anymore. When you unfriend them, you don't see their stuff. So there's people that could have probably blocked or unfriend me that continue to look at my stories and my stuff. If you don't fuck with me, why are you following me? If you don't like me, why are you lingering around? Oh, I know why. Because you want to be nosy. You want to see what the hell I'm up to. You want to keep invested when you're not invested. You want to keep tabs on me and see me rise and, have everything that I need to have but you want to be a hindrance. You want to be the problem and not the solution. I told you a long time ago, even posted a video, if you don't fuck with me, leave me alone. Block me, unfollow me. Because you're fucking up the energy, you're fucking up the feng shui, you're fucking up everything because I'm thinking that if you're still following me, you're rocking with me. You like me. You want to see what I'm doing. You want to keep the dream happening. But you're there, but you're not there. You're staying with me, but you don't care what I do. Because you check out my stuff, you view my things, but in the end, you don't contribute. So, what are you really doing? Because I'm baffled, really. I have nothing. I have no answer. I don't know what to say because it's just like, yo, what are we really doing? I know what we're really doing. You're wasting my time. You're wasting. You're holding up space. You're dead weight. But why? Just make life simple. Unfollow me. Block me. So you don't have to see what I'm doing. When there's people that I don't fuck with, people I don't like, I don't watch your story. I don't follow you. I don't like your posts. Because I don't support who you are. If I'm checking out your story, I want to see what you're up to. I want to see what your thoughts are for the day. So if you don't like me, you don't care about me, why are you still checking me out? Because it makes no sense. It really makes no sense. The logic. So people just do dumb shit. And it'll never make sense to anybody because it's just what it is. It's a lot of stuff that goes into why things are just weird, and it is what it is. But hey, I don't have an answer for it at all, and I probably never will have an answer for it. No, I used to say to people, I wish you the best, but I don't. I wish you nothing but agony and pain, hardship, and hurdles, because that's what you wish me. I'm just returning the same energy that you've been giving me for so long. I'm trying to be positive. I've been trying to do all these things, but why? For what? Why am I showing you grace and mercy when you don't even give a damn? When you don't even give a fuck? When you don't even care? I'm being the bigger and better person because I'm taking the higher road because it's the right thing to do. When the right thing to do is just to not be an asshole to somebody. The right thing to do is just to be respectful. So you got to turn their negative energy into something good when the negative energy shouldn't have even been there in the first damn place. You want me to wish good fortune on you when you don't reciprocate that for me. When you've been difficult, when you've been giving me nothing but a headache, You want me to wish you well? You want me to give a fuck about you and care that I hope that you make it? No. I hope you fail. Oh my god, you can't say that. Why the fuck not? Because you hope that I fail. When you decide that you don't want to support, when you don't want to share, when you don't want to invest in my shit, you hope the same thing for me. So why am I being better? Why am I doing something, that should be any different than what you've been giving me? You know the best way to stop a wildfire is to start little fires, controlled fire. So you gotta fight fire with fire. I mean, water helps, you know. Sucking the oxygen out of fire helps. But the best way to fight fire is to fight fire with fire. So I'm just giving you the same energy that you've been asking for the longest, dog. We just here just reciprocating the same shit. And listen, man, if you've been a good person, if you've been nice to me, then this ain't about you. You see, if you have emotional intelligence, emotional tech, and you know that you've been a good person, that you haven't given me any hardship or pain, then you know that I'm talking about someone else. Then you know that my energy and my feelings aren't towards you. It's to the people that deserve it. It's to those that don't want to help me get to where I need to get to. And by the way, I'm not ranting. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. Have you seen me yell? Have you seen me shout? I haven't cursed anyone out. Yeah, man, I've called someone a bitch and a slut. But but that that's just telling the truth. That's just who you are. You know, I didn't, I didn't call anyone out their name. Oh my god, you called her a bitch. Oh my god, you called her a slut. That's who she is. Because would she be posting online in her stories? You are what you are. Use a hoe. This shit is funny to me. This is a comedy to me. This is a joke because everything that's been happening is a joke. Everything is a comedy show. Everything is a circus, as my friend would say. Because there's no way in hell that this should be taken seriously. Because it's wild. It's crazy. This world and this reality is just out there. I can't believe it. I really can't. But hey, man, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna stop trying to convince y'all motherfuckers that I'm the greatest. Cause I know it. I believe in me, you know? But I was just hoping for one person, one stranger to just be like, hey, let me see, what you're rocking with, what you can do and where you can go and all that stuff. So that's all I wanted was just that. But hey, I think I've talked enough. I think I've exasperated. I think I've beat a dead horse. I think that I've just lamented on this subject for too long when, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. So yeah. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. But I'm not gonna share it with you. Those of you that want to see my work, you'll see it. Those of you that are interested in knowing what I'm up to, you'll know. You'll be in it. You'll see it. And you'll support it. So this is a new mindset. This is a new way of taking control of what I got. And that's to simply just stop fucking with y'all. It's to move. It's to relocate. It's to take my ball and go home. Because you don't want to play with me? Okay. I won't play with myself. But I'll go play with someone else. Simple as that. Oh, you don't want to be my friend? Okay. I'll find some friends. Oh, you don't want to support me? Okay. I'll find some support. Because it ain't going to come from you. Because you already shown that you don't want to give me your time, your energy, and your money. So I'm going to go and find it to someone who's going to give me their time, their energy, their money, their care, their support, and their resources. Because money and resources are not the same thing. Those of you that really believe in what I'm doing are going to be a resource to me and to others, and they're going to share their network and their wealth. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for those people to pop up. Oh, I can't wait for those to be like, oh, yo, I fuck with you, what you're doing. Oh, let me introduce you to so-and-so. Oh, you into that? Oh, let me connect you with so-and-so. That's who I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for them niggas to pop up. I'm waiting for none of those motherfuckers to be like, hey, yo, Josh, come with me. Let me show you this real quick. Oh, you act too? Okay. Let me get you to this manager. Oh, you need an actress for this? Oh, let me show you my girl so and so. Oh, let me get you my boy so and so to be in this project. That's who I'm waiting for. That's who I'm praying for. Cause y'all ain't nothing. Y'all garbage. Oh my god, you called us garbage. Yeah, bitch, I did. Yeah, I called you garbage because you are. You're trash. You're garbage. You're nothing. You're kindling. You served your purpose. You showed me your true colors, who you were, and I took notice. Okay. Never again. As I'm sure you're saying the same thing, never again to me, will never again to you. You'll never hear from me again. You'll never see me again. I will never contact you again. So that's what it is. It's game over.